Yes. Hello guys, good evening. Good afternoon, in fact. I hope you all are doing good. Today we will be taking up some revision of geography. The target is UPSC Prelims, this upcoming UPSC exam, Prelims. We'll be taking up the expected questions as well as some previous year's question also. Okay, so since I cannot see myself in the screen, it will be very nice if you can confirm my audio and video in the chat box below. We'll wait for some more learners to join in, and after that we will continue in a minute or two. We still have 1 more minute to go. The session will start right at 3. It's 2:59. I hope my audio and video is working fine. Anyone, kindly give me a feedback so that if there is anything to be done from my side, I will do so. By the way, how is your preparation going on? Yes, we will continue. If you have any doubt, anything, you can just ask me in the comment section below. I have a mobile in front of me, so I can see the comment that you give. Okay, and also we will be going through some important MCQ. So the answers also you can just put in the comment section in the chat box, live chat, which is there. I can also see that, so you can answer via this particular live chat. Okay, so let us go ahead. Once again, welcome all of you to the session. I will try to take up some more session regarding revision of geography. Target is UPSC Prelims 2021. We will be taking the expected question as well as the previous year's MCQ questions. Okay, so that before the exam, substantial amount of question has been covered. Anyways, before going any further, yes, so yes, before going any further, I have some very good news to share to all of you. Because of popular demand, the offer has been extended, one subscription to crack all. Okay, so it will continue till 28th of August. Subscription to a combo pack. It will include the plus course for optional and GS. With optional, you get a 25% discount. Using the referral code, you get 10% discount. You can use my referral code SUNEP number 10. Okay, so you can use my referral code. See, this is the offer. This is the discount. Okay. Ultimate test series is another, which will end on 28th of August. So only few days to go. Here you have this optional test series comprising of the sectional test as well as the full length test, 16 sectional and 5 full length tests. That is for the optional. For prelims and mains also you have around 80 tests every year. Okay, so the total worth if you take for 1 year and above combo subscription, and the offer will end on 28th of August. The very good thing about this is it is analyzed by top educator in the platform, curated as per changing UPSC pattern. As you know, UPSC exam pattern is very dynamic in nature, so taking into consideration all those, this particular test series has been designed. Mentorship day. Okay, subscription now offer will end on 28th of August again. Here you will get a personalized coaching, personalized coach to handle you in your UPSC journey and many more. Clear? Going further, Civil Service Examination Assure. This will also end on 28th of August, only few days to go. Here in the Unacademy platform, we endeavor that you clear UPSC in your and if you are not satisfied with your result, the next attempt is on us. Okay, so get a free 1-year extension on your 2-year subscription. Clear? Going ahead, as I always used to tell, loan should not be the determining factor or the limiting factor. Financial angle should not be a limiting factor for any interested or deserving candidate. Keeping that in mind, the Unacademy platform has come with a loan for UPSC. No hidden charges, no interest rate, zero processing fee. Okay, so you can apply that in the description section given below. Okay, going ahead, new batches are starting for 2021, 22 and 23. It will start very soon, just few days left on 25th of August. So what you are waiting for? If you hasn't subscribed till now, you kindly go and do so. New batches are starting very soon. Clear? Anyways, let us begin the session. Okay, so you can, as I told you, you can put your answer in the chat box below. Okay, so I'll try to give around 30 seconds to answer the questions. If in the MCQ that we will be taking up, if there is any explanation which is required, I will do so. And if it is a simple one, then we will just skip to the next question. That will be the broad idea of how the session will be conducted. Okay, now the first question is, it is there in your screen. Which of the following places will one come across while traveling towards the north? Okay, arrange the following location from south to north. Arrange the location from south to north like this. Okay, so I'll give you 30 seconds for this. Kindly attempt. The options are A, B, C and D. The relevance of this particular question is, I'll give you a hint about this. All this place is there in Afghanistan, and as you know, the unfolding situation which is happening in Afghanistan, which is happening even now. So the relevance of the location, the relevance of the area from the geographical perspective is very, very important. For different type of, for international, under your IR section, the question may be of different type, but as far as geography is concerned, you need to know the location. Okay, yes, come on, please answer it. Very important place. All these are very, very important place. Okay, see here, the right answer is A. If you go from south to north, okay, if you go from south to north, the locations are the first, the southernmost region under this given 4 location is the Zaranj. Here India has it is bordering with Iran, and here India has a lot of important, this location is very, very important for India also. Okay, we have different project in Afghanistan. Okay, India, as far as India is concerned, this place is very, very relevant that you will cover under your international relation or India and its neighbor section. Okay, the second, when you go from south to north, will be Kandahar. The third one will be Herat, that is on the western side of Afghanistan, and after that finally Kabul. So the right answer is 1, 2, 3 and 4. Let us go and see. See, it's like this. Afghanistan is here, Zaranj is here, that is towards Iran. This is Pakistan. Afghanistan is a landlocked country. Okay, now Kandahar is here. So after this Kandahar comes. From Kandahar, Herat is here. All these are very important places, and Kabul. So when you go from south towards the north, these are the sequence. Zaranj, Kandahar, Herat and Kabul. As far as Afghanistan is concerned, we will try to take up some important locational factor also from the geographical perspective. But for you also, you kindly go and see some important rivers also. Okay, such as this. And also at the same time, the neighboring countries. Say for example, see, you have Uzbekistan, you have, you know, Tajikistan is here, Turkmenistan is here. Okay, so there are Iran is here, Pakistan is here. Okay, and Afghanistan as such is a landlocked country. So when you kindly go and see the Afghanistan and also the neighboring regions and also their important rivers, mountain system. Okay, because since it is in the news, the locational aspect question or the rivers, mountains from geographical perspective, there are high chances of asking. Quickly, we'll go to question number 2. In the South Atlantic and Southeastern Pacific, see, South Atlantic, Southeastern Pacific regions in tropical latitude, cyclone does not originate. What is the reason behind that? I'll give you 30 seconds. Yes, kindly attempt. All of you kindly attempt. You give me the answer in the live chat box below so that I will know. See, in the South Atlantic and Southeastern Pacific regions in tropical latitude, it is not in temperate, okay, it is in tropical latitude, cyclone does not originate. What is the reason for that? Okay, anyways, see, for formation of any cyclones, see, cyclone as such, there are two types. Temperate cyclone, टेम्परेट साइक्लोन है, उसका बाद ट्रॉपिकल साइक्लोन है, ट्रॉपिकल ये है, दिस इज ए ट्रॉपिकल साइक्लोन. Now for formation of tropical cyclone, there are certain basic conditions, and one of the important condition is the sea surface temperature should be at least 27 degrees centigrade or more. Why? Because tropical cyclone originate because of the low pressure system. The temperate cyclone, whereas in the other hand, is more of a frontal in nature. When different air mass comes together, they form a boundary, and in this boundary a front is formed, and by the virtue of forming of this front, a cyclonic circulation is generated. But in the tropical cyclone, what happens is low pressure area should be generated. Now any kind of low pressure will generate when the temperature is high enough. Okay, when the temperature is high, the air becomes warmer, lighter, goes up, low pressure is generated, wind from other direction, all possible direction comes in, and that is how. So minimum temperature you require is something around 27 degrees centigrade. Okay, but you will find that in the southern Atlantic, and also in southern Atlantic, you have a cold current in the tropical region by the name of Penguillas cold current, and also in the southeast Pacific region, southeastern, you have Peru ocean current, which is also a cold current. Because of the presence of such kind of a cold current, cyclone is not originated. So the right answer is A. Sea surface temperature is very low in this region for the origination or for the development of cyclonic circulation. You see here, this is southern Atlantic. So in this southern Atlantic, you have this Benguela current, which is a cold current. And when you come here in this region, in Pacific Ocean, southeastern of Pacific, you have this Peru current, which is also a cold current. And because of this, cyclonic circulation will be absent. Cyclone generation in this region is absent. So in the world, if you go and see the distribution of a cyclone, you will find cyclone in this region, you will find cyclone in this region, but you will not find cyclone in such a region where all the other conditions of tropical cyclonic formation is present, but just because there is a presence of cold ocean current. Okay, clear? Let us quickly go to the third one. Very easy. You kindly give some answer that will be more interesting, and also at the same time, see, in exam if you make some mistake, that will be very costly, but in the practice session like this, even if you make a mistake, that is not an issue at all. Okay, now number 3, which one of the following pairs of states of India indicates the easternmost and westernmost state? I'll give you 10 seconds for this. Chalo, all of you kindly attempt. Which one of the following pairs of states of India indicates the easternmost and westernmost state? Yes. Okay, the right answer is easternmost and westernmost is D. The right answer is D. Okay, let us see. Look, see the Indian, if you go and see the map of India, this is how the boundary of India is. Okay, like in the western side it is this, the state of Gujarat. In the eastern side it is Arunachal. Longitude wise it is 97.25. It is 68 degree 7 second. Okay, if you go from north to south, it is somewhere around 8.4. In the northern side it is 37.6. Okay, so the eastern and the westernmost region is Arunachal in the eastern side, Gujarat in the western side. Clear? Let us quickly go ahead. Number 4. Consider the following states: Arunachal Pradesh, Himachal Pradesh, Mizoram. In which of the above states two tropical wet evergreen forests occur? I'll give you 30 seconds for this. Kindly think and answer. You can give your answer in the chat box below. See, some of this question has been already asked in the previous year UPSC Prelims, which means this is the standard of question that the UPSC will ask in the exam. That is one. The second important point is, looking at such kind of a question, you can get some hint when preparing, like how to prepare and what type of question you expect as far as the UPSC standard is concerned. Some other different type of question is also there, that is the expected question, like the question that we have discussed in the first question regarding Afghanistan. So I have arranged some of the questions which are expected. Okay, so let us see. Anyway, the right answer here is tropical wet evergreen. That you will find the right answer is C. This is the right answer. Okay, C is the right answer. Clear? Tropical wet evergreen. In India you have different type of climate, different type of forest. Now tropical wet evergreen forest is one of the forests where you get a substantial amount of rainfall, and that is why in the state of Arunachal Pradesh, Mizoram, Himachal becomes a little bit higher in the latitude and also away from the influence of the monsoon rain or the monsoon wind which comes. That's why you won't find such kind of a tropical wet evergreen forest. Tropical wet evergreen, in a sense, it has substantial amount of rainfall. Okay, so the intensity of rainfall in Himachal is not much as it is there in Arunachal or in Mizoram. Okay, we will see. See, here you have a Western Ghat. Okay, I hope you are able to see it. Kindly follow the pointer. Here you have this Western Ghat. So when a monsoon climate or the monsoon wind comes, it flows in this direction. So while it is flowing in this direction, the Western Ghat is acting as an obstruction. So the moisture laden wind that comes in the form of monsoon hits this barrier and give a heavy precipitation. So in this region also you will find wet tropical substantial amount of rain. In the northeast also you will find. Okay, so in India, evergreen forests you will find in Western Ghat, in the state of Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Kerala, including this Andaman and Nicobar Island, and in the northeastern state of Assam, Arunachal, Meghalaya, Nagaland, Tripura and West Bengal. Okay, and that is because of the topography and the direction of wind. So such kind of substantial amount of rain, which means tropical wet evergreen, directly corresponds to sufficient amount of rainfall. And such sufficient amount of rainfall comes because of two factors, that is the direction of the monsoon wind, and the other one is the orientation of the mountain system. The orientation of the mountain in the form of Western Ghat, and in the northeastern region you have this Eastern Himalaya extension. Okay, let us quickly go ahead. Consider the following rivers. Which of the above are tributaries of Godavari? Okay, option 1 Vamsatara, 2 Indravati, 3 Pranahita, 4 Pennar. Clear? I'll give you 10 seconds for this. You kindly try to attempt. Yes? I hope all of you are here in the session. I can see many chats before I started my session, but now it has become quite inactive. Consider the following rivers. Okay, Wamsatara, Indravati, Pranahita, and Pennar. Which of the following are the tributaries of Godavari? The right option is this one. 2 and 3 only. Pranahita. Which of the above are tributaries of Godavari? 2 and 3. Okay, Indravati and Pranahita. This is the right answer. So the option is D. Okay, let us see. You see this. This is a Godavari river. Okay, this is a Godavari river. Now, see, river Wamsatara is here in the state of Orissa. Clear? It originates here and drains out. Okay, now, Indravati is here. And yes, it is a tributary of this Godavari river. Pranahita is here, and yes, it is a tributary of this Godavari river. On the other hand, the river Pennar is quite south as compared to be a tributary to be of this Godavari. So the right answer is Indravati and Pranahita. Wamsadara and Pennar is not a tributary of the river Godavari. Clear? Let's go ahead. Number 6. In a particular region in India, the local people train the roots of living trees into robust bridges across the stream. As the time passes, these bridges become stronger. These unique living root bridges are found in. See, I have given you the picture also, the pictorial view. This is how. I'll give you 10 seconds for this. Okay, so these roots of this tree, after a long time, the distribution is such that it becomes a bridge like this, a natural bridge, which is used by the population or the local inhabitant in this region. Where it is found? This is found in the state of Meghalaya. Okay, let us quickly go ahead. Number 7. Tide occurs in the oceans and seas due to which among the following? Option 1, 2 and 3. Gravitational force of the sun, gravitational force of the moon, centrifugal force of the earth. Select the correct answer using the code given below. I'll give you 30 seconds for this. You kindly go through the question and answer. Tide occurs. Tide means the tidal wave. Okay, the tidal wave that comes in the ocean region. The tidal wave. Okay, tide occurs in the oceans and seas due to which among the following? Yes. You have different type of tides also. Spring tide, neap tide. Okay, equinoctial tide. Okay, so you kindly go and do the necessary revision, but here we will just see about this. What are the factors? The right answer is D, 1, 2 and 3. The tide occurs in oceans and seas because of gravitational force of the sun, the moon, and also the centrifugal force of the earth. How it is? It is like this. You see, this is earth. Now in this earth, because of the gravitational force of the sun and moon, but we know that yes, the sun's gravitational influence is there, but more of the influence comes from the moon. The only reason being moon is closer to the earth. Okay, but the gravitational influence of the sun is not ruled out. But anyways, here, because of this gravitational force, in this side, you kindly follow the pointer. In this side, when the orientation of the moon is here, in this side, the surface of the earth towards the moon will have such kind of a high tide, and this is because of the gravitational force. At the same time, on the directly opposite side of the Earth's surface, there will be another high tide. This high tide is because of the gravitational, centrifugal force. In order to adjust or balance for such kind of a deformity on this side, on the opposite side there is another tide that occurs. That is the nature of tide, and this particular tide is contributed because of the centrifugal force. We all know in any kind of a circular motion there are two types of force that comes into the picture. One is called centripetal force, which always tends to act inside. The other force is known as centrifugal force, which always tries to go outside. So such kind of a tide which you find on the opposite side of the moon on the surface of the Earth is known as centrifugal because tide occurrence because of the centrifugal force. Okay, so that is the reason why the tide occurs in the ocean and seas because of all these reasons. So the right answer is D. Clear? Let us quickly go ahead. Yes. Very simple, very important. Which one of the following countries of Southwest Asia does not open out to the Mediterranean Sea? Okay. Options are Syria, Lebanon, Jordan, Israel. The region again is very important. Why? Because of the only recently in the Israel-Hamas conflict, the region is there in the news. Okay. And also for many other reasons also, the region of West Asia, the Central Asia, and also the Middle East and around the Mediterranean region, the high chances of caution coming from this region as far as the locational aspect is concerned. I'll give you 10 seconds for this. You kindly attempt. Which one of the following countries of Southwest Asia does not open out to Mediterranean Sea? Yes, quickly. Okay, let's go ahead. See, Jordan is the country. The right answer is B. Okay, right answer is B. Because Jordan is the only country that does not open out to Mediterranean Sea. Syria, Lebanon, and Israel open up to it. We'll see. You see, Syria is here. So this is a Mediterranean Sea. Lebanon is here. Israel is here. But Jordan is here, so Jordan does not open out to Mediterranean Sea region. Clear? And also you can go through different countries and also different water bodies, okay, and also different mountain ranges nearby around this region, and also different straits, okay, here. And this is Afghanistan that we have seen just now. So this region becomes very important as per your exam is concerned. Clear? Let us quickly go ahead. Number 9. In India, in which one of the following types of forests is teak a dominant tree species? I'll just give you 10 seconds for this. Tropical moist deciduous forest, or tropical rainforest, or tropical thorn scrub forest, or temperate forest with grassland. So the teak, which has got a high value in the market, is a dominant tree species in which of this different type of forest? Yes, the right answer is tropical moist deciduous forest. So the teak as such is found in this region. It will not found in all the other region, but it will found in this part as a dominant tree species. It will found in tropical moist deciduous forest. Okay, see, for as far as your natural vegetations, different type of forests and their important species, one of the best way to study, because there are many species of trees, it is very difficult to remember all. So the best way to study is at least have some top 2 or 3. Like suppose if you go to temperate latitude, or if you go to alpine latitude, if you go to evergreen forests, okay, what will happen? There are top 2 or 3 important tree species. maybe animal also. So at least if you remember one or two, that will suffice for the exam. Okay, like it is, there are quite a lot. So it is not like, since it is very, the number of trees are very much, so I wouldn't study, that approach is not right. Yes, it is not possible to remember all, but at least you can study one or two. Okay, so that should be the strategy. Clear? Anyways, let us go ahead. Number 10, westerlies and easterlies. That is the wind, the westerly wind. Okay, I'll give you, yes, the westerlies and easterlies. These are the wind system. Is it a seasonal wind? Is it a local wind confined to the equator, permanent wind, or the trade wind? I'll give you 10 seconds for this. Kindly attempt, all of you. Yes, westerlies and easterlies are a seasonal wind or local wind confined to the equator, or a permanent wind, or a trade wind. Yes. See, the right answer is westerlies and easterlies are permanent wind. Okay, they are permanent wind. That is the right answer. Clear? Now see, seasonal, see, if you classify the wind system of the earth, some are permanent wind. Winds means all they flow throughout the year. So under that, westerlies and easterlies. Easterlies are the trade winds, okay, the trade winds which flow from the middle, from around 30-degree latitude towards the equator in this way. Westerlies are like this, okay, in both the hemisphere. So this wind flows all throughout the year. That's why they are known as permanent wind or primary wind system. The second classification comes, that is the seasonal wind. Seasonal winds happens does not flow all throughout the year. It flows for a certain period of a time. Okay, now example is monsoon wind system. In monsoon, what happens? In the summer, the monsoon wind is activated. In the winter, it disappears. Again, in the next summer, it reappears in the form of southwest monsoon wind. So it comes under secondary or seasonal wind system. Even cyclone comes under this seasonal wind system. Okay, so when we are classifying the winds, cyclone also comes under the wind system, and they come under this seasonal or secondary wind system, right? Local winds are local wind happens on a smaller area or smaller region as compared to the seasonal as well as the permanent wind. Give me some of the example of this local winds. Local wind are further classified into hot or cold. Give me one example of hot local wind. Chinook is one of the example. Mistral. Chinook you will find in the North American region in the United States, and Mistral you will find in the European country, in the France, coming towards the Mediterranean region, especially in the winter. Okay, so that is the broad classification regarding the wind system of the world. Clear? Let us quickly go ahead. Number 11. Which of the following range is situated in Afghanistan? Pamisus Range, Girdhar Range, Khauja Muhammad Range, Central Prahui Range. Okay, so the options are A, B, C and D. I'll give you 30 seconds for this. Don't worry, I'll give you 30 seconds for this because this is important, because it is there in the news. Afghanistan region becomes very, very important from your exam perspective. Okay, so kindly see and give me an answer. I'll give you 30 seconds. Yes, which of the following mountain range is situated in Afghanistan? 1, 2, 3 and 4. Option A, B, C and D. Yes, kindly attempt. Ten more seconds to go. Yes. See, the right answer is B, 1 and 3. This and this you will find in Afghanistan. Any idea where these two mountain ranges are? These two mountain ranges are, you will find in Pakistan. Okay. Now this mountain range, Parabameses mountain range, is in the western part of Afghanistan. This you will find in the northern and a little bit eastern as compared to this. Okay. So it is important that you remember mountain, rivers, important desert in the country of Afghanistan and the surrounding region. Clear? Yes. Let us go to question number 12. Each day is more or less the same. The morning is clear and bright with a sea breeze. As the sun climbs high in the sky, heat mounts up. Dark clouds form, that is post noon, in the afternoon or early evening. Then rain comes with thunder and lightning, but rain is soon over. Okay, the duration of rainfall is not long. Which of the following region is described in the above passage? Whether you will find such a condition over savanna, climatic conditions, equatorial regions, or monsoon climatic regions, or Mediterranean climatic regions. Very easy. I'll give you 15 seconds for this. Kindly try. Kindly attempt. It is your revision class. Okay, so we won't be discussing everything from A to Z. What is relevant, I will try to elaborate. What is not relevant, we will just skip. Yes, 10 more seconds. Okay, here the right answer is the equatorial region. See, in equatorial region, what happened is, one of the main important characteristics of equatorial region is, in equatorial region you don't have summer or winter. There is no concept of season as such in equatorial region. In fact, in equatorial region, the night time is known as the winter, because there is no season. Say for example, in monsoon type of a season, that is the Indian subcontinent that we experience, we have summer and winter. Rain comes especially in the summer, so you have a wet summer and you have a dry winter, because the rain does not happen in the winter. Okay, now, but in the equatorial region it is not like that. It rains throughout the year. The diurnal range of temperature, the daily variation of temperature, and also the annual range of temperature is also very less. So every day is the same. Now, here, because of the substantial amount of heat and also the presence of moisture, heat and moisture in this region, the type of rainfall that happens in the equatorial region is mostly convectional in nature. See, there are different type of rainfall. It may be frontal rainfall, rainfall happening because of the front, especially in the temperate latitude. You will have orographic rainfall. Orographic rainfall happens when you have a mountain and the wind carrying the moisture comes and hit it, goes up and give a precipitation, and different type of rainfall. One of the type of rainfall is the convection. Now, because of the substantial insolation and availability of a moisture in this region, mostly the rain happens in the evening after substantial heating right from the morning till noon, we can say substantial heating. Because of that, convectional rain usually happens, or the majority of rain that happens in the equatorial region, you can say it is a convectional in nature in general. Okay, and because of this kind of a rainfall, the duration is also very less. Okay, the rain is soon over. Say for example, the rainfall that happened because of the monsoon, like the monsoonal rain, it happens for a longer duration as compared to the convectional type of a rainfall. Okay, so this is the general important characteristics of this particular equatorial system. I hope that is clear. Let us quickly go to the next question. Which of the following are example of fall mountain? Ural mountain in Russia, Appalachian mountain in North America, Mount Kilimanjaro in Africa, Vosges mountain in Europe. Select the correct answer using the code below. Fall mountain, as you know, is when a tectonic when two plate, okay, when a continent, when a crust is compressed from both the side like this because of the seismic activity or tectonic activity, this particular crust undergoes certain deformity in a sense like this. This is known as fall mountain. Now, Ural, Appalachian, Mount Kilimanjaro, Vosges mountain, which of the following are the fall mountain? Okay, I'll give you 10 seconds for this. Kindly attempt. Yes. Ural mountain, Appalachian mountain is there in North America, Mount Kilimanjaro in Africa, Vosges mountain in Europe. I will give you one hint. Vosges mountain is there in France. Okay. Yes. Kindly attempt. It is a very, very important questions. Okay. Number 13. The right answer is 1 and 2. Okay. So the right answer is number A. Okay. Number A. This A is the right answer. See, the reason is this Mount Kilimanjaro that you will find in the African continent, this is a volcanic mountain. As you know, in the East African region, there is a rifting that is taking place, known by the name of East African Rift Valley. Means the continent is breaking up in the eastern side of the African continent. So it is known as East African Rift Valley. Because of this kind of a tectonic activity or a rifting which is taking place in the eastern African continent, a kind of a, if you go and see your atlas, you will find the rifting zone like this. In this rifting zone, and because of that, such kind of a mountain and also formation of a lake, there are other mountain and other lake system in this particular East African Rift region. And one of the mountain is the Mount Kilimanjaro, and it is volcanic in nature. So this is not a fall mountain. Okay. Vosges mountain that you will find in France or in Europe, it is a fall mountain or a block mountain. This, not this fault, but F-A-U-L-T. Okay. You see here, I'll give you one example. We have seen there are because of the compressive force coming from two sides opposite to each other. If I have a crust like this, then there will be a, when the force is coming from both this direction, there will be a deformity and resulting in a fall mountain. But sometimes it so happens because of the tensional force, such kind of a deformation happens. Means because of the tensional force in the crust, okay, such or in the plate, such kind of movement will result. Instead of forming the fall, since it is tensional in nature, such kind of elongation of the plate will happen, and one will come up like this, one will subduct like this, thereby resulting in either a upward motion or remaining steady. But the final landform will be, this will be a craven, that is a valley, and also the higher elevated region known as horst, and the mountain formed by such kind of it is either called a block mountain or folded mountain. For mountain formed because of faulting, F-A-U-L-T, faulting. Okay, so from your world history section, you must have come across a term known as Alsace-Lorraine. Okay, Alsace-Lorraine. It is that particular region is quite important from your world history. Okay, from the First, Second World War and the history of this particular Europe formation. Okay, now this region is there in the eastern France. Okay, Appalachian Mountain and Ural Mountain on the other hand comes under this fault mountain. Clear? So that is the difference between different type of mountain: volcanic mountain, fault mountain, and fall mountain, such as Ural and Appalachians. Clear? Anyways, let us go to question number 14. Consider the following statement: excessive use of chemical fertilizers makes the soil basic. Second, if the soil is basic, organic matter is added to rejuvenate it. Which of the above are correct? Okay, 1, A, B, C, and D. I'll give you 15 seconds for this. Kindly attempt. If you are aware of the basic soil science or the soil principles, it is very easy. If you just think a little bit, the answer is there. Rejuvenate meaning to bring it to normal, you can say. Okay, as you know, we have in soil, we have this pH value. pH value, in a sense, from one scale, if I go, it is around 14. 1, 2, 3, 4. The lower in this scale, it is acidic. The upper in this scale, it is basic or alkaline. The neutral comes something around 7. Okay, this is neutral. The second statement means if the soil is basic, means if the soil is towards this upper side of the scale. See, for any kind of agricultural practices or cultivation, the more basic, more acidity is not good. It should be in the middle range. It should be neutral. So the second statement refers to if the soil is in this area towards the upper basic, then how to neutralize and bring it to a neutral. Okay, that is known by rejuvenate it. Clear? Anyways, see, the right answer is which one? The right answer is this one, B. Okay. The first statement, excessive use of chemical fertilizer make the soil basic. It is wrong because excessive use of chemical fertilizer will rather make the soil acidic. The reason is because of the loss of organic matter. When you use a lot of chemical fertilizer, the organic content of the soil becomes less or disappears after some time. During the process, what happens? The soil becomes more acidic in nature. Because see, in the soil ecology, if you go and see, the soil is composed of organic matter in the form of supply of humus. The humus is supplied from the organic matter, and also there are certain other bases also. Okay, so all those combine together to form this particular soil. Because of excessive use of this chemical fertilizer, the organic content becomes less, and because of this, the soil becomes acidic in nature. Now the second statement is correct. Why? Because if the soil is basic, means when the soil is on the higher side of this pH scale. See, we have pH scale, that is the acidity scale in the soil system. So it is in the higher side, means basic in nature, which is also not good for agriculture. So in order to bring it to the neutral side, you require organic treatment. There are many other treatment, but one of the treatment can also be done by organic mulching. Okay, supply of more organic matter to a basic soil will also turn the soil from higher basic or from the basic side towards the neutral side. Okay, like this. it can be done through, see, Septum peat, elemental sulfur, aluminium sulfate, iron sulfate, acidifying nitrogen. All this method can be applied to make the soil from basic to neutral or to rejuvenate it. The basic soil, in order to rejuvenate it, you can use all this method. But among this, one of the method is organic mulches involving organic matter, means increasing of organic matter. So the statement 2 is correct. Okay, let us quickly go ahead. Number 15. Which states or union territories in India have both tropical deciduous, remember, tropical deciduous and tropical evergreen. This is both, okay, both tropical deciduous and tropical evergreen forests. Okay, it is plus, okay, tropical deciduous plus, it is not or. Okay, so both tropical deciduous, tropical evergreen forests. The state is Karnataka, Chhattisgarh, Andaman, Nicobar, Orissa. Select the correct answer using the code below. I'll give you 15 seconds for this. Okay, I am trying my best in order to give you questions in your practice session like this, comprising of not only from the physical part, such as from geomorphology section or climatology, but at the same time the vegetations, the human geography part. So the mode of preparing is comprehensive in nature, not leaving behind any section under the syllabus of UPSC. Okay, so that is the entire plan of the MCQ. Yes, 5 seconds, I'll give you more. Kindly attempt. The right answer is B, 1 and 3. Okay, 1 and 3 is the right answer. Karnataka and Andaman and Nicobar Island. Now, as we have already discussed in the one previous question regarding the tropical evergreen forest, in the Western Ghat, say for example, in the Western Ghat, imagine this is Western Ghat. Okay, use your imaginary power. This is Western Ghat. The monsoon wind is coming like this, southwest monsoon. After hitting the Western Ghat, substantial amount of rainfall happens here. So here you will have Karnataka. Okay, and also in this Andaman and Nicobar Island, you will have the tropical evergreen forest. Okay, so Karnataka is there, Andaman and Nicobar is there, and also in these regions they have this tropical deciduous also. Now this tropical evergreen is absent from Chhattisgarh and Orissa. Now one important factor is in Orissa you have some type of a tropical evergreen forest. Yes, okay, tropical evergreen forest. But mind you, the tropical evergreen forest somewhat, okay, in a very lesser amount, but that also is not tropical evergreen, it is tropical dry evergreen. Okay, see, tropical evergreen also is classified into two: tropical wet evergreen, tropical dry evergreen. There is a slight amount of, or a very less amount of tropical evergreen, the dry evergreen forest you will find in this Orissa. But as far as the tropical evergreen, as per this question, the right answer is Karnataka and Andaman and Nicobar only. So you don't confuse with a tropical dry evergreen that you find in the state of Orissa. If you go and see in any map of India, you will find a small representative of tropical dry evergreen in the state of Orissa. But those are not substantial, and that does not come under the usual tropical wet evergreen forest. I hope that is clear, so that you don't confuse. Okay, let us quickly go ahead. Number 16. India does not produce large amount of gold. Which of this can be the possible reasons? 1, 2 and 3. Some gold mines in India are very deep, which makes commercial extraction expensive. Number 2, India's coal reserve are highly scarce. Number 3, technological barrier exists and extraction is risky. Which of the above is our correct statement? A, B, C and D. You all know the importance of gold in India, right? importance of coal in India. That's why many people devise very innovative technique of importing coal from other country. But the good thing is, good thing for the country, but unfortunate news for them is the custom department also evolve over a time. So they, kind of catch hold of or seize all those kind of innovative technique by which they really wanted to import coal into India. You must have seen in news, you must have seen in different social media. In fact, the idea, is quite innovative in fact. Okay, the way they try to smuggle gold into India. Okay, anyways. So, I'll give you 10 seconds for this. Kindly go ahead and answer. India does not produce large amount of gold. Which of this can be the possible reason for it? Yes. See, the right answer is C. Okay, 1 and 3 only. Why? Because the coal reserves in India is not scarce. In fact, around 9% of the total world coal reserve that you find in the world, say for example the estimate that is done, out of that around 8 to 9% you find in India. It's it's there in India. Okay, but the reason is it is found in very deep location, so commercial extraction becomes very expensive. The other is, yes, there is a technological barrier for the extraction and it becomes risky. The investment that is required and suppose say for example, in order to mine a gold, it has also some value, X value. If the input or the investment required is more than that, then that is not viable, you can say. But as far as the coal reserve is concerned, it is not scarce. It's there. Around 9% is there. But because it occurs in very deep, that's why in the world, the coal mining in India, the coal mining in India, like the Kolar coal mines, is one of the deepest in the world. Okay, so it is very deep. So the more you go deep inside, more expenses. Okay, more expensive it becomes. And also, yes, there is a technological barrier for exploration or the extraction of this coal reserve which is present. So the right answer is 1 and 3, number C. Clear? See, the India's currently produce something around 0.4% of coal consumption. Okay, so most of them are imported, despite having 9% of global coal reserve under the country's landmass. Clear? Let us quickly go ahead. Number 17. The latitude that passed through Sikkim also passed through which of the state in India? Rajasthan, Punjab, Himachal, Jammu and Kashmir. I'll give you 15 seconds for this. Kindly go ahead. Kindly answer it. Yes. The latitude that passed through Sikkim also passed through which of the following state? Use your imaginary power. Try to imagine the map of India, different states. Okay. See, when you study the map of India, don't just go and see the important, don't just go and look the place like Mumbai, Delhi, Calcutta, all those. Okay. But at least, see, place is there. That is given. You need to know the state, the important boundaries. But at the same time, as far as your geographical reading of the map is concerned, always try to see the latitude, always try to see the longitude, and also try to see the state with reference to some other state. Okay. like in this. State of Sikkim, in which latitude? State of this. The right answer is Rajasthan. The right answer is A. Okay, this one. Right answer is A. See, this is Sikkim here. So you will find here. Okay, Uttarakhand, the other options such as Punjab, Himachal, J&K, they are all up here. So similarly, the reason for this question is the longitude also. Okay, not only the latitude but the longitude also. Why? Because if you go and see the previous year question paper, in some way or the other, the UPSC always asks some question regarding latitude and longitude. In some previous year's question, they have asked regarding this Tropic of Cancer also. Regarding this Tropic of Cancer passes through which state? Say for example, it passes through Mizoram, Tripura, West Bengal, okay, all this. So similarly, longitude also. So as far as your exam is concerned and reading of the map is course, kindly keep in mind the latitude and the longitude, and also the relative position of one state with respect to the other. Then any question regarding the map of India, as far as the location is concerned, you will be in a very comfortable position to answer. Okay, anyways, we will wind up the session here today. I have a plus course in the Unacademy platform. Because of the paucity of time, we are not able to discuss everything in detail, and since it is a revision class, I have just discussed about the question, but all the important details regarding the different kind of mountain systems or different type of soil system, the soil science, everything we will discuss in detail in the plus course in the Unacademy platform. So you can always come and join me there in the plus course under the Unacademy platform. Okay, anyways, thank you for your patience and for your time. See you very soon with a similar session in a few days to come. Okay, happy weekend. Bye bye.